We got a red dot.
We got a red dot, folks. Welcome back to Northeast Ohio and Akron's hottest and fastest growing network, 3 to go. And we are stepping outside the box today. Okay?
Yes, we are.
We are stepping outside the box today. This is one of those, this is a throwaway show that we're just gonna make it up as we go. And the reason why is because we collectively as human beings have a tendency to deal with situations regularly that just completely disrupt our lives.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, hi, how are you?
Stressed, but all right. Stressed, but blessed. I mean,
all right.
Yeah.
So all things being equal, what I realized is we brought you on. You started doing this afternoon show. Oh, hey, look, it's Amanda Casey. Here she is. Blah, 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 blah. We never introduced you to anybody. So we're going to go all the way back and pretend like you haven't done the last 26 or 27 episodes or whatever it is. And we're going to say, back to the beginning.
Mhm. Hi.
Hey, 330. Here's Amanda Casey. And the first question that we always ask people is, what is your 330 story?
Oh, man. So I actually grew up in Connecticut. I did not grow up in Ohio, but my entire family is from the Akron area. My dad graduated from Copley. My mom graduated from Ellett. Both my mom's parents were teachers in the Ellett system. So you might have had a Boxler in elementary or middle school. That would have been my grandma and my grandfather. So I spent like every vacation of my entire life coming to Akron, Ohio, which sounds really weird to those of you that are from Akron, Ohio. But I grew up probably about what?
You said you vacationed in Akron.
Yeah, man. Every summer break, every holiday, everything was coming to Akron to see the family. So much so, like you don't understand if you don't live in the same state as your grandparents and you only get to see them a couple of times a year, and then you suddenly move to the state your grandparents live in, which is what happened to me. My senior year of high school, I moved out here for good. And when I tell you, the first thing I did when I got my license was go to my grandparents' house. That's what I did. Because, oh my God, what do you mean? I can see you every day if I want to see you every day. So my mom's side, teachers, my dad's side, grandma never worked, but grandpa worked for the Edison, as they always called it in our family. He worked for the Edison. Started out as a pole climber, which is insane because, the grandpa I know is like 4 feet tall, yeah, so I was back and forth. I came out here initially, my sophomore year of high school. I want to say like October of my sophomore year, and I was at Ellett until Christmas time, and then I transferred over to Firestone, went back home to Connecticut for about a year and a half, came back halfway through my senior year, and kind of just stayed. Ended up graduating from Firestone. And then like I want to say like the last month of school, there was an announcement over the PA about this station 91.3 The Summit having intern opportunities, and radio is something that I had always wanted to do. So I jumped right on that, and I ended up interning for them for a little while, which kind of got my foot in the door in radio. And I've kind of been on the air on and off throughout different places in Northeast Ohio for quite a bit of my career. I've been working in radio for probably about 25 years, and I've been in Akron, I've been in Geneva, I've been in Cleveland. I was at a Mentor, Ohio station. That station is funny because when I started working there, it's called Cougar. It used to be called Cougar. The station doesn't exist anymore. When I started working there, I was married to my children's father, who's 3 years older than me. And by the time I left, I was divorced and remarried to my current husband, who is 6 years younger than me. So Cougar took hold, apparently, and we were living the lifestyle or whatever. But yeah, so I ended up being offered a job over here on West Market Street about 5 years ago or so. That brought me back down to the Akron area. And my husband teases me because I love my city so much. But I think part of the reason I love it so much is I have that almost like a tourist perspective. But if you think about the facts, take it back to my grandparents both being teachers. Everything I did when I came here on vacation is what you all did for field trips. So I'm like obsessed with the McKinley Museum. I as an adult without my children still go to the McKinley Museum. I sit in the vacuum chair. Have you ever done the vacuum chair at McKinley?
We went. I took the kids for the first time last year, and I'm embarrassed in saying that because it's a tremendous opportunity that's here local, and you know we did the whole thing where we climbed the steps up to the monument, and then we went in the monument, and it was it's real somber, it's very quiet, right? But then we went down into the museum aspect, and it was amazing to be just in it, and it's like there's so many parts to it, and you're like, what? You got the whole like there's a whole dinosaur and natural it's like a National Geographic episode going off in that direction. Over here, you've got a whole vintage, like what was Canton, Ohio like back in like the 1800s or whatever the heck that village part is.
It's like a whole town inside on the third
floor. I was blown away with how much that had to offer, and I had never been there. And living in Akron, and I'm not knocking on them as far as their advertising, but I just hadn't heard about it much, right? That, and also the First Ladies Museum is right there, and the National Car Museum is right there. It's like boom, boom, boom. And having experienced all three of them now, it's like this is all in Canton. It's like literally 25-minute drive, 20-minute drive, right? But yeah, I mean, it was really, really cool. Really cool to be able to experience that.
I haven't been to the First Lady Museum. I will say I've been to the Car Museum a couple of times, but the first time I went, my stepdad, I love my stepdad so much. My mom and my stepdad, they live kind of on the west side of Cleveland near Brook Park. And Pop, God love him, he just wants to be around my mom all the time. And sometimes mom doesn't want anyone around her. So I said, Pop, let's go do something. Let's go hang out. And I decided to take him to the Canton Classic Car Museum. And it was funny because we got in the car together, and this was way back. They've been married for, over a decade now, but towards the beginning, we got in the car together. And I'm like, I don't think we've ridden together alone anywhere ever. So I said, Pop, what kind of music do you like? Like, what do you want to listen to? Oh my God, this man is from Texas, retired Army, retired truck driver. He says the Spice Girls. So here's the two of us rolling down to Canton. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. It was amazing. Such a bonding experience.
Did you see Neil Zurker's car?
No.
I mean, that was the first, we walk in. So I'm like, we were there for cover Hall of Fame stuff, right? And we're like, we're gonna park in the parking lot, and then we're like, but we want to feature them. So we walk in, and it's me and Matt from the high school football show, and we go, hey, can we share some of the stuff that you guys do here? And the first thing that we see is Neil Zurker's old car from the one tank trip stuff, and I'm like, this is awesome.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We were trying on like the cop hats and stuff. Like, you got to do all the silly things. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't like going to museum, it's because you're not doing all the silly things. You got to do all the things.
That's awesome. All right. So fast forward. All right. You implant yourself here. You become a staple. You're with that station on Market Street. Right. And then you become a part of the Act-Point. All right. So now, I guess my next question is, what's yes, we've got you here now, and we are grateful that you are here. What are some of the next things that you want to do?
Oh my God. I mean, I think when you're working for a commercial radio station, it kind of limits certain things. And one of the things that I started to get into more was the local music scene. And let's be fair. I was on a classic rock station. So unless your music was big 30 years ago, I couldn't help you. I think my thing now I want to do is show more support to the local music community because, oh my God, we have such an insane community of musicians in this area and in all genres. You know, I had brought up 91.3 The Summit earlier. They're doing this really cool thing where they just did a big show about the Akron sound. And I think it's going to be coming out here in another couple of weeks that you'll actually be able to hear it on the air. But that's a very specific type of music. You talk about all the different types of music that come from this area, the Black Keys. My God, we've got somebody who is the lead singer of Judas Priest for a significant period of time. That's from Kenmore. What's up, Ripper? By the way, Ripper, what an amazing talent. When this guy goes on tour, if you're not following him on social, you have to. When he goes to South America, no other region in the world loves rock and roll like South America. And that's one of the places Ozzy Osbourne had said was one of his favorite places to tour because of that. But definitely even the little local bands, you know, just really, really got a big place in my heart now. Working Lock 3 the first year after COVID, after the shutdown, and they had the ELO tribute Into the Blue out there, and that was their first live performance. And we're talking about a tribute band that was created by some teachers featuring the Tuscarawas Philharmonic Orchestra. I mean, you can't get more local than that. And also, side note, scientifically proven, the most feel-good song ever written is Mr. Blue Sky by ELO. They killed that song. It's amazing. And to see a group of local people put together something so amazing, so entertaining, so fun, like how can you not fall in love with that music scene? From originals to covers to tributes, we have so much in this area.
Well, and we've discovered that obviously as a network as well when we started doing their voices, and you know, it just kind of happened organically. We were like, well, let's do like an American Idol kind of show, and let's just do this thing where we just host, you know, we work with the Rialto Theater out of Kenmore, and it's like, okay, well, let's give people an opportunity to just sing and just do their thing, and hopefully get them exposure. And D'Angelo Graham won season number 2, and he is like always featured by the Guardians. Like anytime the Guardians do anything where they're gonna have a national anthem being sung in a big game, they bring him in, and he's amazing. And then Katie Gold, like you said, is on the Summit, right? Katie was with us, and then they saw her, and then they brought her on, and she's got a single, and she's working for them and doing all kinds of stuff, right? And then Andrew Fuller is he's the voice of Akron Fire Department, and he's
get out.
it's just he does the national anthem at every event that they do, and it's just gorgeous, right? So the point is, we are on season 5 now. We're getting ready to do season 6. Last night I went and took the kid. She had her art was chosen for whatever reason. I don't know how that works, but it was on the wall in the municipal building at the mayor's office. Okay. So we had an open house last night. So we went and we got to see her artwork. And in the meantime, we go to get cookies at the little thing afterward. There's the mayor, and here's some lady, and comes right up to me, and she goes, I was at Voices 5. You guys do such a good job, and it was so amazing, and the talent was out of this world, and blah, blah, blah. And it's exactly what you're saying. There's so much music talent here in this area, and it's not, you know, we just focus on the singles, but the bands are fantastic.
Oh yeah, and it goes way, 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 way back in age. You know, you look at the fact that we have a school like Miller South in our school system, you know, really, really giving these kids an opportunity to tap into these interests at a level that most, you know, middle school students would never be able to do. And obviously there's music programs at schools, but it's limited. You know, you see some of these kids perform. It blows my mind. But Kenmore, by the way, I feel like they are becoming the new music scene.
They were the old music scene. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was like Kenmore And now back to Kenmore. I miss the days of Annabelle's. I definitely did not hang out in the basement and let my brother's friends feed me beers, but I would never do that. But
This
but
isn't
there's so
show and
much
tell.
nostalgia.
This isn't show and tell. Well, I
Listen,
mean, but when you think about it, it comes down to 3 locations. You got the music, that whole area, downtown Akron area. You got Highland Square, and then you
mhm.
got the Boulevard, right? And those are the 3. And even over on Canton Road, you got Dig East over there that runs Staff Music. So, and that's the thing. It's awesome that we have these options, but at the same, this is literally, we're watching the 70s and 80s being rekindled again in
Mhm.
terms of music venues, like giving people their start, right? And then where do they go from there, right? So yeah, I think it's great. I love your history with that.
Do you know, by the way, do you know the Rialto has an Airbnb above it?
I do.
I just learned that.
We
With
know everything about the Rialto.
I did not know that. Man, listen, when my hot water tank started to go last month and I was looking for somewhere close to stay just for a night, I just wanted somewhere that I
Oh
could
no,
take the
you did not.
longest
Oh
shower
no, you
possible.
did not. You stayed
What?
there?
No, 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 no. We ended up getting a spot down on Portage Lakes, which was
Okay.
really cool. But no, I thought about it for a second. I need outside area. It definitely doesn't have outside. But I was like, oh my God, could you imagine if you don't know? And then you go to stay there and you're like tucking yourself in, you're getting all comfy, and all of a sudden you start hearing, yeah, man, yeah, for real.
You're like, what is
What
happening?
now?
What is happening? No,
For
and,
real.
and here's the thing, right? The Rialto, it's Blue Green has done amazing documentaries on them, and so have we. And they are the first location in the world to use the silver screen. That's where the silver screen was debuted, like in terms of movies being
I did
able to.
not know that.
Yeah, it's follow 3 to go.
Yeah, right.
We did a story on it, and it's literally where the silver screen was created in Kenmore, and that's the first time a movie was ever projected onto the silver screen. That's where it came from. All right, and it was at the Rialto, and so point being, there's so much rich history in our city, and you look at even the Goodyear Theater, right? And there's so many, in the Civic and the Linda and nightlife, right? There's all these eclectic, cool Magic 8 over in Barberton, right? There's all these eclectic and cool opportunities for all of these people to showcase their talents. And I think it's a great opportunity for Amanda Casey to do all that. You see the scroller right there.
The
Email
scrolly
Amanda
email.
right there. Email Amanda, and that'd be great. I mean, you want to start interviewing some of these bands and bringing them on and part of your show and all that. I know today you were up against it. Life throws us these curveballs.
You don't hear this chaos going on in the background right now?
I heard a little noise a minute
Yeah. Yeah.
but I mean, that's how it works. Hot water heater for you. Our entire leadership team has very close and important relatives in hospitals right now, and it's just like trying to just navigate through the holiday season. Kate, just this week, what? And I literally, this was a marriage fight, and I was like, we have to put up the Christmas tree. We have to. It is December. We still have our pumpkins out front. So 2 days ago, I was like, tree. I didn't say divorce. But I was like, tree, or we're gonna have issues. And I did the whole where I put my foot down, I stomped it in the ground, and she just kind of gave me that side eye look, like whatever, dude. But the point is, the tree is up now.
Good job.
And we finally got our Santa display up yesterday.
Okay.
So we're making progress. But that's the thing. When life throws us these wicked curveballs, you either strike out or you hit them as far as you can, right?
Ugh. It's just exhausting. Like I'm too old for curveballs anymore. Like maybe a soft underhand going forward would be great because oof, I'll tell you what. Also, I'm noticing how massive my forehead looks today. We're gonna fix it. Hang on a second.
Look at
I,
that beanie.
I wore this out running around today, which I had not done yet.
Wait, do you have the one with the ball on it?
I do. Isn't it cute?
Oh, that's cute.
That's so cute. But I went. I need a new winter coat. I'm not gonna lie. Since I have moved down here in 2020, I have gained a solid 50 pounds. Nobody's coat, not even my husband's coat, will zip over me. So I decided I would go out and I would hit. I ended up at Village Thrift in the falls and was wearing my little hat. Left my hat in the other car, and immediately at the checkout, this man's like, I recognize that. I know that. So you're famous. Good job. But I love my little hat. I think I might wear it out more.
I'll be honest with you. It was really, it's cool, but weird. You know, when people say hi in public and we just roll with it. They're obviously they recognize you. Lots of folks now recognize Jess. And like going to get lunch at Suma every day, someone would pull me aside. But it's nice to be able to connect to the audience in person.
It's a community for sure. It's like a huge community. The very first comment on Afternoons with Amanda from Tuesday was a woman, saying, "I'm sorry about your dog passing." My ex-mother-in-law. That's who that was. Like 330. No, we get along great, but
okay.
It's so funny to me because it's literally like 160,000 people that are my neighbors all on one page together. So it's funny and you don't think about it, but I really get used to people like recognizing me because it always starts with the look.
Well,
they're not sure.
And you were on radio.
Yeah.
So unless some lottery event or something,
right,
they wouldn't know who you were.
Well, listen, my first month working back at that company, we would have like weekly staff meetings and they were going over website analytics and my bio page was getting the most hits. I'm like, they want to know what I look like. I hope they're not disappointed. But I will say one time I was on Howard Street. I was at the light down there by Cascade. And I'm just listening to music. I think I had Journey playing and I'm singing my heart out and I got my windows down and this guy pulls up next to me and he goes, "Oh my God, you're just like you are on the radio." And it was so funny to me, but I also took it as like a huge compliment because I've never made a character. I've never like made up a personality. I had one time where a mom and her little boy recognized me and it was so early on that it didn't occur to me that that's what was happening. And I was thinking this lady had beef and she wanted to like fight or something, but really they were like just trying to get my attention so that the son could like get a picture with me or something. But it's definitely always weird. It's always strange. The weirdest one that ever happened to me, here's my thing. If you recognize me, you recognize Hank, you recognize Jess, say it. Be like, "Hey, you're Hank from 330 to go. How are you?" So that we know what's going on because there's always that moment of, do I know this person? Because they come up to you and they feel like they do know you. And that's how I was as a radio listener. I mean, my God, Action Jackson from Magic 105.7. I thought he was my best friend before I ever met him in person. Now we have been friends for, over a decade and it's so strange to me, but the weird ones are always the ones when people talk to you like they know you and you're sitting there trying to figure it out. I'm going through the checkout at a DG and this woman goes, "So did your husband ever take you to that movie?" And I'm for the life of me like, how do I know her? Where did we meet? Like, oh my God, where did we have this conversation? I'm like trying so hard to figure it out. And then I realized I don't know her. She just was listening to whatever show I was doing at the time. I didn't even know what movie she was talking about, but I take it as a like huge compliment if people feel like they can just talk to me, if they feel like they do know me. I'm glad people feel comfortable. I'm not like Wayne Dawson at the gym on the elliptical and people are like sneaking pictures of me from the corner. Poor Wayne.
It happens every day. And it first time it happened was about 5 years ago, right? And now we're just we've gotten accustomed to it. We've gotten used to it.
Oh,
And-
hang on a second. We're getting an update. Yeah, come on.
Hey, the furnace guy's gonna be calling you.
Okay,
I put a damper in there
okay.
to direct them separately up,
Uh-huh.
and it's still doing it.
Oh,
Not
awesome.
as bad, but it's still doing it. I even lowered your vent on your hot water tank to try one, and it's still doing it. They're gonna trying to get a furnace guy out here, but they said you need to be home to answer your phone.
That's fine. I'll be here.
Okay,
I'll be here. Thank you.
yeah, but that was the problem the whole time.
Awesome.
Only reason I noticed it, your furnace kicked on while I was lighting
Well,
it.
good thing. Good
It
timing.
kicked on, as soon as the furnace kicked on, it lowered way down.
Awesome. So furnace guy's gonna be calling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're trying to squeeze you in today.
Okay. A new step in the saga. I love it.
You get one of the other, heat or hot water.
Heat or hot water? You hear that? I get a choice. All right. Thank you so much.
Right now, you're gonna have both,
Okay.
but for how long, we
We
don't know.
don't know.
But
So I better hurry up and take a shower.
Yeah, I took the vent off. I can see all the way up to the roof.
Awesome.
So it's not plugged. I know it's not plugged for sure.
Okay.
So I put that damper and he can take it back out if you don't like it.
Okay.
I mean,
I appreciate it.
all right.
Thank you. Real time, real life. I'm just saying.
Live television is awesome.
Well, and now we know I'm going to be waiting for a call from an HVAC company. So there you go.
That was so perfect.
Awesome.
That was so perfectly timed.
At least now you know I'm not lying.
It was so perfectly timed. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I don't even know I don't put a bow on this. So, all right, here's what we're gonna do. Just do your normal show closing the way you always do. Go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. All right. Listen, if you want to have your event featured on my show, shoot me an email, Amanda@330togo.com. Catch my girl Jess with the 330 to go morning show Mondays and Wednesdays right here on Akron and Northeast Ohio's hottest and fastest growing network, 330 to go. And I guess I'll catch you guys. Actually, I'm probably going to catch you Saturday because I'm heading out to the balls of sauerkraut, the sauerkraut ball. So, yeah. So I'll see you Saturday. Otherwise, I'll catch you back here Tuesday. Deal? All right.
No
I'm trying
comment.
to take a shower.
No,
while
no
I
comment.
can.
No comment. And I don't even know how to say it. Enjoy the ball about balls.
Yeah, I'm going to. There's
That's all
going to
I
be a
got.
lot of I imagine there's going to be a lot of quoting of, oh my God, come on, SNL, Sweaty Balls. What's his name? He does the greatest Trump impersonation of all time. Alec Baldwin. There you
Alec
go.
Baldwin, Pete Sweaty.
Yeah, yep. That's the one.
On that note, we'll see you soon.
All right.